I would like to begin this little media event, should be short and sweet, by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the traditional unceded territory of the Wolastoqey people. So my name is Julia Stewart. I'm the director of the Fredericton Public Library, and thrilled to have Rogers here today with us to make this special announcement for the library. We will have time for questions at the end, and there are copies of the press release for you, if you like, just to my left here, if you want to take one of those. So I'll talk a little bit at first, and then I will introduce Bruce McDougall, who is the president of Atlantic Rogers Communications, to talk to us a little bit about the Ted Rogers Community Award. And John McDermott, the councillor for the city of Fredericton for this area, will be talking on behalf of the city as well. And then I'll close with a few details about the programming that we hope to begin with the assistance of this amazing grant. So I'll set the stage a little bit. Not long ago, I was happy to receive a phone call from Rogers, letting me know that the Fredericton Public Library had been awarded a community grant of $20,000. So we were thrilled. I love to get those kind of phone calls. Anytime they come my way, I'm happy. And the grant was earmarked right away for a need that we had identified in our library, and in particular in working with youth and adults around digital literacy and technology support. So right away, the funds were earmarked for that. And I will explain more about our plans in a little while, but first, I'm so happy to introduce Bruce McDougall, who will tell us more about the Ted Rogers Community Award. Thank you, Bruce.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning. And I too, Julia, am thrilled to be here today to announce the award to the Fredericton Public Library of a grant under the Ted Rogers Community Grant Program. For Rogers, giving back to our community is part of who we are, and this is why I'm so pleased to be giving a $20,000 grant to the Fredericton Public Library through you, Julia. Services provided by community organizations such as the Fredericton Public Library are indeed an important pillar of our society and indeed of this community. That's why we created the Ted Rogers Grants Program, to reward organizations that have gone above and beyond to provide their communities with educational support programs. Julia will tell you in a moment how the grant will be used, but I can tell you the work that she and the team here do to help youth with digital literacy has a significant impact in the community. From coding to resume writing for teens to simply understanding technology, it is incredibly valuable for youth to have access to skills and technology that indeed surround us all today. It's really an inescapable situation, and we're so glad to be part of that. Over the next few months, Rogers will be awarding 100+ community grants nationally, and to organizations that provide innovative, entrepreneurial, and community leadership programming specifically for youth. These grants are designed to help important organizations run innovative community programs focused on inspiring youth to continue their education, develop their skills, and help them succeed in this complicated world. The Fredericton Public Library is a perfect example of this. A local organization that's having a meaningful impact in the lives of young Canadians, and specifically young people in the Fredericton area. We believe there's power in coming together to make more possible for future generations. Rogers is proud of the work people here are doing, and thank you for making a difference to your community, and thank you for allowing us to play a small part in that. So back to you, Julia. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce, for everything, and for Rogers. I mean, Bruce and I met some time ago during the Smart Cities initiative with the City of Fredericton, and right, very successful. Yes, so it's been a pleasure working with you, and we're so happy to partner with Rogers and that organization. So now Councillor John McDermott would like to say a few words on behalf of the City of Fredericton. John?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Julie.
You're welcome.
I said that I was going to be brief, and I will be brief. Look, this is a great initiative. Being a member of the board, I knew about it a little bit earlier on than the press release. As Julia said, it's always exciting when someone comes knocking on your door and says, here, we have money for you to do something with the community. And I think Roger's commitment to youth, not just in our community, but in communities throughout the country, is something that shouldn't go unnoticed. I think this is going to be a really valuable partnership. But it also, I think, is just one example of how our libraries are really shifting in terms of their importance and place within the community. It's always been a central part, but there's a reinvention going on right now, and technology is a big part of it. And I think this actually helps the library get a really firm footing in terms of digital literacy and that sort of stuff. So on behalf of the City of Fredericton, and as a member of the board of the Fredericton Public Library, thank you very much for the commitment. I think it's invaluable, and it speaks to the level of commitment to the community. So thank you.
Great, thank you, John. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what our plans are with using this amazing funding. So right now we already work quite closely with the St. Thomas University education students, providing coding opportunities for young kids coming up. So we already support those programs, and with a portable laptop lab, we'll be able to do more of that. So that's really exciting. Our community library services team is also working with teens and schools in the local area to help develop programs that center around career choices, post-secondary educational opportunities, and other opportunities such as planning small businesses or supporting our business plan competition that we hold here twice a year. So once we purchase our technology, which may include laptops and some tablets, once we discover the stream that we're going to go with, we can offer classes to youth to learn how to create resumes, search for employment, or fill out applications for educational opportunities. And sometimes those opportunities can be quite difficult to navigate if you don't have the support at home or you're not sure which direction to go. So at the library, we have some of that expertise to help them go in the right direction. So we're really excited about that opportunity. You'll notice at the back of the room, there are lots of resources that are available already to the public, along with a handy brochure that's all about career information and the resources that we already supply at the library. So it's to continue to introduce those resources that we already have that are available anyway for the public. So our goals are to create programs that are needed in the community and that level that playing field for youth who may not have access to technology or that expertise to discover new things. So we're thrilled about that opportunity. So we look forward to seeing our projects take off and can hardly wait to get this going. Right, Aaron? Many thanks again, once again, to Rogers Communications for helping make this happen. We're so thrilled. Thank you.